Welcome student. Up till now we come to know how quantum yield of the reaction can be measured. अभी तक के अपन ने देखा कि क्वांटम यील्ड ऑफ अ फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन डिटरमाइन कैसा करते हैं. वो क्वांटम यील्ड डिटरमाइन करने के लिए नंबर ऑफ मोल्स रिएक्टिंग इन गिवन टाइम एंड नंबर ऑफ क्वांटास एब्जॉर्ब इन द सेम टाइम, ये दो चीज़ें डिटरमाइन करने के बाद में अपन ने देखा कि हाउ क्वांटम यील्ड इज मेजर और नंबर ऑफ moles reacted in given time and by determining the number of Einsteins absorbed in the same time, ये दो चीज़ें निकाल के भी अपन ने क्वांटम यील्ड कैसा डिटरमाइन करते हैं ये देखा. नाउ देर आर सम रिएक्शंस, दीज some photochemical reactions are there. All the 5 reactions are initiated due to absorption of light only. That's why all these 5 are the examples of photochemical reaction. Now here there is a comparison of quantum yield of some photochemical reactions. Now see, first reaction, here ammonia get decomposed and the quantum yield of this photochemical reaction, that is phi, is equals to 0.2. It is less than 1. Now in second reaction, decomposition of NO2, again photochemical reaction, quantum yield is less than 1, that is 0.7. Okay. Now in this reaction, combination of SO2 and Cl2 gives SO2Cl2. In this reaction, for this photochemical reaction phi equals to 1. Now for these two reactions, now see reaction 4, formation of COCl2. Here in this photochemical reaction quantum yield is high, very much greater than the 1, that is 10 raised to power 3. Here again further for this fifth photochemical reaction, that is formation of hydrogen chloride from hydrogen and chlorine, the quantum yield is too much high, that is near about 10 raised to power 4 to 10 raised to power 6, so much high. Means here quantum yield is 0.2, 0.7, less than 1. Here quantum yield is 1. Here quantum yield is greater than 1, very greater than 1. In this way, these reactions are classified into 3 types, mainly 3 types. First, in which the quantum yield is small integers. Integers means 1, 2 or 3, in this way, means in this type. Okay. Now here the quantum yield is 1, that is 1 is integer, small integer. That's why this is first type. Second one, for these two reaction the quantum yield is less than 1, that is fraction, that is low quantum yield. Okay, less than 1 means low quantum yield. For these two reaction quantum yield is very much greater than 1, that is the high quantum yield. Means all these are photochemical reactions, but from one reaction, photochemical reaction 1 to photochemical reaction 5, it is observed that in some reactions for these two quantum yield is low, that is less than 1. For these two reaction quantum yield is high, that is 10 raised to power 3 to 10 raised to power 6, near about for these two reaction. Okay. Now here there is a variation of quantum yield. Means nextly we have to see why this quantum yield in some reaction is low and quantum yield in some reaction is high. Why this happens so? Why the quantum yield for each reaction is not integer or 1 or 1, 2, 3? Okay. Means for this reaction quantum yield is high, for this reaction quantum yield is low. Now we have to see the reasons for the high and low quantum yield. What are the reasons why photochemical reactions gives high quantum yield, Why photochemical reaction gives low quantum yield? Now firstly, in order to see the reasons of high and low quantum yield, we must know the photo types of processes suggested by Bodenstein. Now, according to Bodenstein, there are two types of processes in a photochemical reaction. And these two, these two types of processes which are occurred in photochemical reaction. First process is the primary photochemical process, which occurred in a photochemical reaction is a primary photochemical process. You know what happens in the primary photochemical process? According to Bodenstein, photochemical reaction involves two processes. First process is primary photochemical process. Primary photochemical process. And second one is secondary photochemical process. Okay. Now you know what happens in primary photochemical process. In primary photochemical process, there is an absorption of light by the starting material. Due to absorption of this, means if suppose A is a reactant in primary photochemical reaction, if A is reactant, it absorbs the light incident on it and it gives a free radicals or atoms. Means absorption of light takes place in primary photochemical reaction, and this primary photochemical reaction obeys the law of photochemical equivalence perfectly, and there is only formation of atoms, ions or free radicals. Now in secondary process, what happens? These free radicals or atoms or ions generated in the primary photochemical reaction reacts with the another reactant and gives the product and other free radicals. Okay. In this way, this is the chain initiation, this is the chain propagation. Are you getting clear? समझ में आया? Primary photochemical process is the chain initiation. Chain initiation is occurred due to absorption of light in a photochemical reaction, and there is only formation of free radicals or atoms or ions. Secondary process, the free radicals obtained in the primary process acts as a reacting species and propagates the chain and forms a free radical. This is chain propagation. Now, if you know these two types of reaction, then it is easy to see the reasons for high and low quantum yield. Now see reasons of high quantum yield. Means previously we know the reaction, photochemical reactions. That's why reasons of high quantum yield. Means why in some photochemical reaction quantum yield is high. Now the main reason for high quantum yield is the chain reactions. Which reactions? Chain reactions. Now see what happens in the chain reaction. You know the best example, that is H2 plus Cl2. This is photochemical reaction to form HCl. Now for this photochemical reaction, you know what is the primary photochemical process. प्राइमरी प्रोसेस कौन सी है इसमें? प्राइमरी प्रोसेस this light get absorbed by this chlorine and gives chlorine free radicals. This is primary photochemical process. Now second one, that is the secondary photochemical process. कौन सी होंगी इसमें secondary process? This free radical from primary process reacts with the hydrogen to form HCl plus again free radical is formed. Okay. Now again this chlorine free radical reacts and again gives a further secondary process. Now in this way the free radicals are formed, here H free radical, and in this way the secondary process, that is the formation of free radical, new free radical takes place. Again this free radical reacts with chlorine to form again chlorine free radical. Means these are two are chain reactions. This is nothing but a primary reaction. These are the chain propagation. This is the chain initiation. Initiation only formation of free radical, that is primary photochemical. In secondary process, that is the reactants, that is the products of primary photochemical reaction propagates the chain and formation of the new free radical takes place. And what happens in the chain reaction? The secondary, these two secondary processes are alternately repeated and the chain reaction is set up. Thus, the infinite number of HCl molecules are formed, and due to this, the quantum yield of this reaction may be high. That is the first reason for the high quantum yield is that chain reaction. Which reaction? Chain reaction. Now, in this way, the chain reaction means here due to this chain reaction the quantum yield of the reaction may high, it may be very much greater than the 1. Now second reason is that in photochemical reaction the intermediate product form may act as a catalyst, that is autocatalyst formation. ये जो रिएक्शन होती है फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन, तो ये रिएक्शन में इंटरमीडिएट प्रोडक्ट्स में acts as catalyst, and you know the role of catalyst increases the rate of reaction, and that's why the yield of the reaction may high. That is the second reason. Now third reason, and very important reason, is that secondary reaction may be exothermic. ये जो secondary reaction हुई, secondary reaction कभी कभार क्या हो सकती है, exothermic हो सकती है. And you know in the exothermic reaction heat is evolved. That's why what happens, the heat release may start the further reaction. Means third reason is that secondary reaction may be exothermic. Exothermic means the heat is evolved, and this heat evolved may start the further chain reaction and high quantum yield. We get high quantum yield. And last reason, that is the collision of the activated molecules with the other molecules may result in the energy transfer so that more molecules may activated. Now what happens? in the next reason, that is the collision of the activated molecule. Activated molecules collide with the molecules, other molecules, and may result in the energy transfer so that more molecules may activated. In this way, this is the fourth reason for high quantum yield. Now, last point is the reasons for low quantum yield. Means in some photochemical reaction, why the quantum yield is low. Now, we have to see the reasons for low quantum yield. That is low phi. You know, first two examples, 0.2 and 0.7, less than 1 quantum yield. Now, what are the reasons? That is the reasons for low phi, that is low quantum yield. Now, first reason is that the energy absorbed by the reacting molecule is not sufficient to excite the molecules and to start the reaction. Means, you know, in any photochemical reaction, energy is absorbed by the starting material in the primary photochemical process. In this primary photochemical reaction, what happens? If the energy absorbed is not sufficient, and if energy absorbed is not sufficient to excite the molecules, what happens? Reaction होंगी ही नहीं, reaction होंगी ही नहीं, और हुई तो बहुत less amount of product मिलेगा और low quantum yield मिलेगा. That's why the first reason is, what is the first reason? The energy absorbed is not sufficient और sufficient नहीं है तो excited होंगे नहीं molecule, होंगे तो बहुत कम मात्रा में होंगे और phi less than 1 होगा, that is the low quantum yield. Now second reason, the primary photochemical reaction may get reverse. Low quantum yield, you know what happens? Primary photochemical reaction may get reversed. You know what happens in the primary photochemical reaction? Formation of free radicals. Free radicals बनाए जाते हैं प्राइमरी में, और वो फ्री रेडिकल्स क्या करते हैं? चैन को प्रोपेगेट करते हैं सेकेंडरी में. लेकिन कभी कभार उल्टा हो जाता है प्राइमरी फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन. जैसा कि ये जो अपन ने प्राइमरी फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन देखी थी, उसमें क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल्स बने हुए थे, तो वो क्लोरीन फ्री रेडिकल्स कंबाइन होकर Cl2 बन जाएगा. इन दिस वे द प्राइमरी फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन गेट रिवर्स और सिंपल मॉलिक्यूल्स, न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल्स फॉर्म and the quantum yield may be low. Now third reason for the low quantum yield, and very important reason, is that the dissociated fragments may combine to form the original molecule. Dissociated fragments, जैसा कि देखा अपन ने, क्लोरीन बने, हाइड्रोजन बने, फ्री रेडिकल्स प्रीवियसली फॉर्मेशन ऑफ HCl में, वो जो डिसोशिएट होने के बाद में फ्रैगमेंट बने थे, दिस डिसोशिएटेड फ्रैगमेंट्स में कंबाइन, and to form original molecule. Means जो अपने न्यूट्रल स्पेसिस, रिएक्टिंग स्पेसिस थे, वो बन जाएंगे डिसोशिएशन हुए हुए फ्रैगमेंट्स को कंबाइन होके. इससे भी रिएक्शन, फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन का क्वांटम यील्ड क्या हो जाएगा? लो. नाउ द नेक्स्ट रीजन इज दैट द एक्साइटेड मॉलिक्यूल्स में लॉस देयर एनर्जी कोलिजन विद द नॉन एक्साइटेड मॉलिक्यूल्स. यू नो, इन प्राइमरी फोटोकेमिकल रिएक्शन एनर्जी इज एब्जॉर्ब बाय द starting material, get excited molecules now collides with the another molecules, but after taking the reaction, after taking the energy by these another molecules, after collision again get excited, and in a such a way energy increase and the quantum yield of the reaction is high. But what happens? Sometimes these excited molecules collides with the another molecules, non-excited molecules, and the energy of that excited molecule be given to the non-excited molecules, and due to this the excited molecules loss of energy takes place and it get non-excited, or non-excited molecules take the energy but it is not sufficient for its excitation. Means the fourth reason is that for the low quantum yield, that the excited molecule may lose their energy by the collision. Excited molecule may loss energy by colliding with or by collision with non-excited molecules. Excited molecule. That is the reason for the low quantum yield. Last reason for the low quantum yield is that the excited molecule get deactivated before they form product. Excited molecule may deactivated before formation of product. Formation of final product or product. बताया मैंने इसके पहले. Now in this way, these 5 are the reasons for the low quantum yield. Okay.